Will as many that opinion say aye? Will as many opinion say nay? Ayes have it. I now put the question that a sum not exceeding Kenya shillings 63 billion, 39,629,483 be issued from the consolidated fund to complete the sum necessary to meet the recurrent and development expenditure during the year ending 30th June 2026 in respect of vote 1072, that is the State Department of Economic Planning. As many of that opinion say aye, as many of that opinion say nay, ayes have it.
Vote
Order, Honorable Undo.
Vote 1073, State Department for Investments and Asset Management.
Members, I propose a question that a sum not exceeding Kenya shillings 116,543,000 be issued from the consolidated fund to complete the sum necessary to meet the expenditure for recurring and development during the year ending 30th June 2026 in respect of vote 1073 for the State Department for Investments and Assets Management.
Program under vote 1073, Public Financial Management.
All members, I propose a question that the program under vote 1073 as read out and sum allocated in the schedule be approved. All members, I put the question that the program under vote 1073 as read out and sums allocated in the schedule be approved. As many other opinions say aye, as many other opinions say nay, ayes have it. I now put the question that the sum not exceeding Kenya shillings 116,543,000 be issued from the consolidated fund to complete the sum necessary to meet the expenditure both recurring and development during the year ending 30th June 2026 in respect of vote 1073, State Department for Investments and Asset Management. Will as many other opinions say aye? Will as many other opinions say nay? Ayes have it.
Vote 1082, State Department for Medical Services.
All members, I propose the question that a sum not exceeding Kenya shillings 105,953,362,091 be issued from the consolidated fund to complete the sum necessary to meet the expenditure, both recurring and development, during the year ending 30 June 2026 in respect of vote 1083, the State Department for Medical Services.
Programs under vote 1082, 1. National Referral and Specialized Services. 2. Curative and Reproductive Maternal, Newborn, Child, Adolescent Health. 3. Health Research and Innovation. And 4. General Administration.
All members, I propose a question that the programs read under vote 1082 as read out and sums allocated in the schedule be approved. Honorable Mbui. Honorable Mbui, the mic is yours. 1 minute.
Yeah, thank you, Chair, for the opportunity. Chair, I'm just, because this is on medical services, and you are all aware that the issue of health is a fairly devolved function. In the schedule, second schedule, I saw a number of health centers that seem to be set up for construction. So I want to know from the chair of maybe either the health committee or the budget committee, is part of this money being used to carry out functions that are clearly in the fourth schedule devolved?
The Honorable Nyikal. The Honorable Undo, let the Honorable Nyikal answer this first.
Some of those are actually coming in as support to the county governments from the national government. And those are actually health facilities, level 2 and level 3. And many of them actually came as presidential directives that were actually already started. So what we had the problem of saying, now, do we stop what has already been started? Our decision was, if something has been started, money has been put on it, then it's not fair to actually kill it. So many of them actually, we then put money to complete them. And even then, they actually many, we will not finish them. And even actually in the next budget, some of them may still appear because they were not completed. Many colleagues here had facilities that were in their constituencies. Some they had been promised, some we had even to reduce the monies to do. So if we were to go as a principle, then these are things that in future we'll have to just say no. But they are there and they are started. It would be difficult to just let them lie fallow. So that's why we decided let's actually put some money in them.
Thank you.
In some we actually reduced.
All members, I put the question The programs under vote 1083, programs under vote 1082, as read out and sums allocated in the schedule will be approved. As many other opinions say aye. As many other opinions say nay. Ayes have it. I now put the question that a sum not exceeding Kenya shillings 105,953,362,091 be issued from consolidated fund to complete the sum necessary to meet the expenditure, both recurring and development, during the year ending 30th June 2026 in respect of vote 1082 of the State Department of Medical Services. Will as many other opinions say aye? Will as many other opinions say nay? The ayes have it.
Vote 1083, State Department for Public Health and Professional Standards.
All members, I propose a question that a sum not exceeding Kenya shillings 32,152,169,417 be issued from the consolidated fund to complete the sum necessary to meet the expenditure, both recurring and development, during the year ending 30th June 2026 in respect of vote 1083, which is the State Department for Public Health and Professional Standards.
Programs under vote 1083. 1. Preventive and promotive health services. 2. Health resources development and innovation. 3. Health policy, standards and regulations. And 4. General administration.
All members, I propose a question that the programs under vote 1083 as read out and sums allocated in the schedule will be approved. The Honorable Wundo.
Chair, you know very well the issue of healthcare services and financing is a motive issue at the moment, and some matter that's being discussed robustly all over. Probably would we, for purpose of general knowledge and general consumption, can the chair health probably just run through, tell us how much has been set aside for primary health care and how much has been set aside for critical health and chronic illness, just for general purposes.
Thank you.
So that the Kenyans can know.
Thank you. Makali Mulu.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, just as a follow-up on that matter, I think it would be important for Kenyans to be told how much money has been put in the budget for interns. Because those guys are always out here, okay, so that we give them confidence that they can go back and start working.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. For primary health care fund, that is actually coming under the SHA, the broader financing of SHA. And we have two funds, that is emergency care, emergency and critical care, which was not there. We have not put money before. This time we have put actually 10 billion. And the primary health care fund, which is actually to fund level 2, level 3 and outpatient, we have actually for the first time put 13 billion. So it is actually expected that this money will be under coordination between the county government, the national government, and SHA, that this money will actually support primary care services at level 2, level 3, and also our outpatient. Under the interns, we actually put up 4.3 billion that has been put for the issue of interns, and I think that will take care of number of interns, but actually more funds are needed, and we actually asked for extra funding for interns ahead. So that even in supplementary, we may have to look at it. Maybe for just information, the UHC health workers, that has been a big problem. We actually managed, what was in the budget initially was 4.1 billion, but we managed to actually get 2 billion, and now it is 6.1, and with the arrangement we have put in place, is adequate to actually start the project of translating them. So we think we have provided adequate funding for that.
Thank you. Chair, budget, 1 minute, please.
Chair, thank you. I would like to thank Nikal for that submission. And also to add that for UHC workers, I want to assure them that the money allocated for their confirmation into permanent and pensionable is here. It is reserved. And therefore, I want to urge them to stop sending me SMSs and WhatsApp messages. This morning, I received about 1,000 SMSs.
How much is it?
It is 6.1 billion.
Good.
And we also said that since we know most of those workers have either left the service or had been employed into permanent terms, the workers are now actually few. That's why we believe that amount is enough for that process.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Members, I now put the question that the programs under vote 1083, as read out and sums allocated in the schedule, will be approved. Will as another opinion say aye? Will as another opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question. There are some not exceeding Kenya shillings 32 billion, 152 million, 169,417 be issued from the consolidated fund to complete the sum necessary to meet the expenditure, both recurring and development, during the year ending 30 June 2026, in respect of vote 1083, the Department for Public Health and Professional Standards. Will as another opinion say aye? Will as another opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Vote 1091, State Department for Roads.
Oh, members, I propose the question. There are some not exceeding Kenya shillings 199 billion, 994 million, 523,669 be issued from the consolidated fund to complete the sum necessary to meet the expenditure, both recurring and development, during the year ending 30 June 2026, in respect of vote 1091 for the State Department for Roads.
Program under vote 1091, Road Transport.
Honorable members, I propose the question that the program under vote 1091, as read out and sums allocated in the schedule, be approved. Move or got amendments to this?
Thank you, Chair. I want to move that the first schedule be amended in vote 1091, State Department for Roads, under the program 020200 Road Transport, by deleting the expression Kenya shillings 128,453,219,469, appearing in column 7, gross capital estimates, and substituting therefore the expression Kenya shillings 150,253,219,469. Honorable Chair, this is one of the processes we are engaging in to ensure equity in roads allocation across the country. Thank you, Chair.
Oh, members, I propose a question that the program road transport under vote 1091 be amended as proposed. Is it point of order or point of contribution? This honorable
Chair, I've gone through the amendment. That amendment will bring a difference of almost 21.8 billion. That is also a small amount, Chair. I think it is only fair for the chair budget to table the list of those proposed roads before we approve that amendment. It's a very big amount, Chair.
The Honorable Chair, go ahead.
Chair, we have the list, and we can avail it to the Honorable Chair, to the Honorable Member. It is a list consisting of ongoing roads that their budgets had been cut substantially, and we felt that if the monies are not brought back, then the roads will continue to stall. So, Honorable Speaker, we can provide the list. Honorable Chair.
Honorable Board.
Honorable Board can see me for the list.
Chair,
the list should be available to everyone, not to just
Chair, going by our standing orders. Chair, going by our standing orders, it is not the list provided to me. The list to be tabled in Parliament. Correct. And to be approved by members of Parliament. Correct. Not to be given for me, to me, Mr. Chair.
The Honorable Chair, BAC, this list will be tabled in the House before the end of the day. Could you undertake that this list will be tabled before the end of the day?
Chair, I undertake to table the list.
Right. I now put the question that the program under vote 1091, program road transport, under vote 1091, be amended as proposed. Will as another opinion say aye? Will as another opinion say nay? The ayes have it. All members, I now put the question that the program under vote 1091, as amended and some located, be approved. Will as another opinion say aye? Will as another opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Vote 1092, State Department for Transport.
Oh, members, I now put the question. There are some not exceeding Kenya shillings 221 billion, 794 million, 523,669 be issued from the consolidated fund to complete the sum necessary to meet the recurrent and development expenditure during the year ending 30 June 2026 in respect of vote 1091, the State Department for Roads. Will as many of the opinion say aye? Will as many of the opinion say nay? Ayes have it.
Vote 1092, State Department for Transport.
All members, I propose a question that a sum not exceeding Kenya shillings 47 billion 456 million 23,864 be issued from the consolidated fund to complete the sums necessary to meet the expenditure, both recurring and development, during the year ending 30 June 2026 in respect of vote 1092, the State Department for Transport.
Programs under vote 1092. 1. General Administration, Planning and Support Services. 2. Rail Transport. 3. Marine Transport. And 4. Road Safety.
All members, I propose a question that the programs under vote 1092, as read out and sums allocated in the schedule, be approved. Yes, Honorable Wundo.
Chair, we have a substantial allocation towards rail transport. Could we, those of us who didn't sit in the Committee of Transport, be generally be informed where this money is going to be expended so that we can be aware?
The honorable members, this is the third time the honorable Wundo asking this question. We have the books, and these books are public documents given not just to members of parliament, but to everyone else. So I wouldn't entertain a question like that, Honorable Wundo, because every member has access to these books. You will be able to see how much is going to rail transport, how much is going to all these programs as indicated. We will be repeating our job. Unless you're seeing a clarification, but in terms of the numbers, these are clearly in the books. Honorable members, I propose the question of the programs under vote 1092 as read out. I now put the question that the programs under vote 1092 as read out and sums allocated in the schedule be approved. Will as many of that opinion say aye? Will as many of the opinion say nay? Ayes have it. And now put the question that a sum not exceeding Kenya shillings 47 billion 456 million 23,864 be issued from the consolidated fund to complete the sum necessary to meet the expenditure, both recurring and development, during the year ending 30 June 2026 in respect of vote 1092 with the State Department for Transport. Will as many of that opinion say aye? Will as many of the opinion say nay? Ayes have it.
Vote 1093, State Department for Shipping and Maritime Affairs.
Oh, members, I propose the question that a sum not exceeding Kenya shillings 5 billion 683 million 384,683 be issued from the consolidated fund to complete the sum necessary to meet the expenditure, both recurring and development, during the year ending 30 June 2026 in respect of vote 1093 with the State Department for Shipping and Maritime Affairs.
Program under vote 1093, Shipping and Maritime Affairs.
All members, I propose the question that the program under vote 1093 as read out and sums allocated in the schedule be approved. The Honorable Mayaka, what is out of order?
Chair, I've been pressing the intervention button trying to catch your attention.
It's not showing on my...
Apologies for that. Because I also have a question, because I'm looking at the third schedule of what we have here on the votes and the summary of what is contained. But from vote 1091 through to 1093, we don't have any information on the third schedule. And maybe that's the concern that most members have, because we are not able to follow the details of these particular votes.
Honorable, thank you so much, Honorable Member. That is what I've said, and again, direction on that it must be availed to members for the end of the day today, and the chair has undertaken that this shall be availed for the end of the day today. I think because of the many amendments that were done on that particular committee, they are not ready. So, Honorable Chair, make sure this is available by the end of the day. Honorable members, I now put the question that the program under vote 1093, as read out and sums allocated in the schedule, be approved. As many of the opinion say aye, as many of the opinion say nay, the ayes have it. I now put the question, members, that a sum not exceeding Kenya shillings 5 billion 683 million 384,683 be issued from the consolidated fund to complete the sum necessary to meet the recurring and development expenditure during the year ending 30th June 2026 in respect of vote 1093 with the State Department for Shipping and Maritime Affairs. Will as many of the opinion say aye? Will as many of the opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Vote 1094, State Department for Housing and Urban Development.
Honorable members, I propose a question that a sum not exceeding Kenya shillings 123 billion 828 million 795 2,679 be issued from the consolidated fund to complete the sum necessary to meet the expenditure, both recurrent and development, during the year ending 30th June 2026 in respect of Vote 1094, the State Department for Housing and Urban Development.
Programs under Vote 1094, 1. Housing Development and Human Settlements, 2. Urban and Metropolitan Development, and 3. General Administration, Planning and Support Services.
All members, I now propose the question that the programs under Vote 1094 as read out and sums allocated in the schedule be approved. I put the question that the programs under Vote 1094 as read out and sums allocated in the schedule be approved. As many of the opinion say aye. As many of the opinion say nay. The ayes have it. I now put the question that a sum not exceeding Kenya shillings 123 billion 828 million 795 679 be issued from the consolidated fund to complete the sum necessary to meet the expenditure, both recurring and development, during the year ending 30th June 2026 in respect of Vote 1094, the State Department for Housing and Urban Development. Will as many of the opinion say aye? Will as many of the opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Vote 1095, State Department for Public Works.
Honorable members, I propose the question that a sum not exceeding Kenya shillings 4 billion 444 million 723,471 be issued from the consolidated fund to complete the sum necessary to meet the expenditure, recurring and development during the year ending 30 June 2026 in respect of Vote 1095, the State Department for Public Works.
Programs under Vote 1095, 1. Government buildings, 2. Coastal line infrastructure and pedestrian access, and 3. General administration, planning and support services.
All members, I propose the question. The programs under Vote 1095 as read out and sums allocated in the schedule be approved. Add the program.
And 4. Regulation and development of construction industry.
All members, I now propose the question. The programs read out under Vote 1095 as read out and sums allocated in the schedule be approved. I put the question that the programs under Vote 1095 as read out and sums allocated in the schedule be approved. As many of the opinion say aye. As many of the opinion say nay. Ayes have it. I now put the question that the sum not exceeding Kenya shillings 4 billion 444 million 723,471 be issued from the consolidated fund to complete the sum necessary to meet the expenditure for recurrent development during the year ending 30 June 2026 in respect of Vote 1095, the State Department for Public Works. As many of the opinion say aye, as many of the opinion say nay. Ayes have it.
Vote 1097, State Department for Aviation and Aerospace Development.
Honourable members, I propose a question that a sum not exceeding Kenya shillings 14 billion 515 million 164,555 be issued from the consolidated fund to complete the sum necessary to meet the expenditure, both recurrent and development, during the year ending 30 June 2026 in respect of Vote 1097, the State Department for Aviation and Aerospace Development.
Program under Vote 1097, Air Transport.
Members, I propose the question that the program under Vote 1097 as read out and sums allocated in the schedule be approved. I put the question that the program under Vote 1095 as read out, this 1097 as read out and sums allocated in the schedule be approved. As many of the opinion say aye, as many of the opinion say nay. Ayes have it. I now put the question, members, that a sum not exceeding Kenya shillings 14 billion 515 million 164,555 be issued from the consolidated fund to complete the sum necessary to meet the expenditure, both recurring and development, during the year ending 30 June 2026 in respect of Vote 1097, the State Department for Aviation and Aerospace Development. As many of the opinion say aye, as many of the opinion say nay. Ayes have it.
Vote 1104, State Department for Irrigation.
Honourable members, I propose the question that a sum not exceeding Kenya shillings 17 billion 364 million 493,561 be issued from the consolidated fund to complete the sum necessary to meet the expenditure, both recurring and development, during the year ending June 30, 2026, in respect of Vote 1104, the State Department for Irrigation.
Programs under Vote 1104, 1. Irrigation and land reclamation, 2. Water storage and flood control, 3, water harvesting and storage for irrigation, and 4, general administration, planning and support services.
Honorable members, I propose the question that the programs read under vote 1104 as read out and sums allocated in the schedule will be approved. The Honorable Karoli.
Honorable Chair, thank you very much. I just want to put it on record and maybe seek your guidance that the earlier estimate submitted to this House last week under this particular vote item on the schedule, under the third schedule, that is, I can't see the page, but on something called Muozi Water Pan in Suba South, the amount presented today is actually a reduction of 10 million, as opposed to the earlier one presented here last week, which was 30 million. And I'm wondering what has occasioned this, and what records do I have as the Member of Parliament for Suba South?
Good question. Honorable Wanyonyi.
Chair, I think this is almost my third, fourth time talking about the irrigation. What do you irrigate? In your own simple logistics, you irrigate land, crops. And this particular department, I think we should do something about it, is misplaced. It's supposed to be the Ministry of Agriculture. So I don't know why this has been, because whatever it is, the items that are mentioned here, is no relevance.
Okay.
It's supposed to be in the Ministry of Agriculture.
Okay.
And I think they should do something about it, Chair, because that again is just logic.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Honorable Bowen, Honorable Karoli's question. The other one is in the executive order. I don't think there's anything you can do about it. Honorable Bowen is in the House. Yes, the question by Honorable Karoli. His question was that there was money last week in a project that has now been reduced.
Mr. Chairman, maybe I will sit down with Karoli. I check which specific project is that.
He mentioned it.
To get to understand.
Honorable Karoli, I would suggest that you approach the chair.
Yes.
That's the chair for the committee concerned. You can actually close the, yeah. And this should be take 30 seconds because I want to proceed on this. Yes. Give him this.
Yeah, Honorable Speaker, Honorable Chair, the reduction we are doing here, what happened is that there were some projects which used to be, these projects they were supposed to be implemented in headquarters. So we are reducing from the headquarters, but we are increasing in the implementing agency, which is now like Victoria South. So if you give me some few minutes, Chair, before you finish this session on the next, I'll come back to you as I show him exactly where this.
Okay, so this would be taken subject to what you just said, yes. and this is the House of Honor, the Honorable Kangogo. Yeah. The Honorable Mondi, you don't need to belabor this point. You don't need to belabor it.
I just want to put it for the record, there is no concomitant increment as of now.
He says that he wants to check that.
Thank you.
He wants to check that. And I'll put the question, members, that the programs under vote 1104, as read out on sample when the schedule will be approved. As another opinion say aye. As another opinion say nay. Ayes have it. And I'll put the question, honorable members, that a sum not exceeding Kenya shillings 17,364,493,561 be issued from the consolidated fund to to complete the sum necessary to meet the expenditure required and development during the year ending 30 June 2026 in respect of vote 1104, the State Department for Irrigation. As many of the opinion say aye, as many of the opinion say nay, the ayes have it.
Vote 1109, State Department for Water and Sanitation.
Our members, I propose the question. There are some not exceeding Kenya shillings 44,138,217,962 be issued from the consolidated fund to complete the sum necessary to meet the expenditure, both required and development during the year ending 30 June 2026, in respect of vote 1109, the State Department for Water and Sanitation.
Programs under vote 1109. 1, General Administration, Planning and Support Services. 2, Water Resource Management. And 3, Water and Sewerage Infrastructure Development.
Our members, I propose a question. The programs under vote 1109, as read out and sums allocated in the schedule, will be approved. Yes, Honorable Wunda.
Chair, probably this is one of the issues that the debate has been raging between the mandate of the national government and the county government. While there's nothing unconstitutional or illegal for the national government to allocate or appropriate funds, is this something the Budget and Appropriation Committee and the relevant committee can look at it and include this amount, some of the amount as conditional grant to the county so that they can do some last mile connectivity, because they continuously complain they don't have money, where they take their money to nobody knows. But since the common mwananchi that suffers, and the national government has got an overarching responsibility and duty to protect the interests of wananchi, can they find a way of doing conditional grants so that we get this work completed in good time? And remembering also, Chair, some of these agencies are earmarked for dissolution or emerging. I do not know how we'll work out and implement these funds.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. I beg to differ with my colleague. And this is because one of the areas where the national government has been doing a tremendous job is on electric connectivity. And Honorable Speaker, we know what is happening in REREC, we know what is happening in KPLC, but Honorable Speaker, on matters water last mile connectivity, of course, the national government must actually play a bigger role. And I would like to actually say that county governments, as they were right now, they are overwhelmed with the services.
That's what he said. That's what Honorable Wundo said. So are you different with him or supporting him?
Yeah.
That's what he said. He said the county government is overwhelmed and that...
No, he's talking of giving them conditional grants. So he's adding roles instead of reducing roles for counties so they can focus on health and ECD education.
Okay. I'm happy you're sitting with Honorable Batandi. Honorable Batandi will tell you how that works after he answers the question. Honorable Batandi.
Chair, I want to say that these projects are being implemented by the water authorities. Water authorities have more capacity, technical capacity. They have more engineers. They have better capacity than the counties. Counties, by the way, some of them don't even have technical officers. So I think for now, the authorities, water authorities are best placed to implement these programs that we have put money in them. Thank you.
All members, I now put the question. The programs read out under vote 1109, as read out on sums allocated in the vote in the schedule, be approved. As many of the opinion say aye, as many of the opinion say nay, the ayes have it. I now put the question, members, that the sum not exceeding Kenya shillings 44,138,217,962 be issued from the consolidated fund to complete the sum necessary to meet the expenditure, both regarding and development, during the year ending 30 June 2026, in respect of vote 1109 for the State Department for Water and Sanitation. Will as many of the opinion say aye? Will as many of the opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Vote 1112, State Department for Lands and Physical Planning.
Remember, I propose a question. There are some not exceeding Kenya shillings 10,762,558,880 be issued from the consolidated fund to complete the sum necessary to meet the expenditure, recurring and development during the year ending 30 June 2026, in respect of vote 1112, the State Department for Lands and Physical Planning.
Programs under vote 1112, 1, Land Policy and Planning. 2, land information management, and 3, general administration, planning, and support services.
All members, I propose a question that the programs under vote 1112 as read out and sums allocated in the schedule will be approved. I now put the question that the programs under vote 1112 as read out and sums allocated in the schedule will be approved. As many of the opinions say aye, as many of the opinions say nay, ayes have it. I now put the question, members, that a sum not exceeding Kenya shillings 10,762,558,880 be issued from the consolidated fund to complete the sum necessary to meet the expenditure, both recurring and development during the year ending 30 June 2026, in respect of vote 1112 with the State Department for Lands and Fiscal Planning. Will, as many other opinions say aye, and as many of the opinions say nay, the ayes have it.
Vote 1122, State Department for Information, Communication, Technology, and Digital Economy.
All members, I propose the question that a sum not exceeding Kenya shillings 16,188,789,796 be issued from the consolidated fund to complete the sum necessary to meet the expenditure with recurring and development during the year ending 30 June 2026 in respect of vote 1122 with the State Department for Information, Communication, Technology, and Digital Economy.
Programs under vote 1122, 1, General Administration, Planning, and Support Services, 2, ICT Infrastructure Development, and 3, E-Government Services.
Honourable members, I propose the question that the programs under vote 1122 as read out on some located in the schedule will be approved. I now put the question that the programs under vote 1122 as read out on terms allocated in the schedule will be approved. As many of the opinions say aye, as many of the opinions say nay, ayes have it. I now put the question that the sum not exceeding Kenya shillings 16,188,789,796 be issued from the consolidated fund to complete the sum necessary to meet the expenditure, recurring and development during the year ending 30 June 2026 in respect of vote 1122 with the State Department for Information, Communication, Technology, and Digital Economy. As many of the opinions say aye, will as many of the opinions say nay, ayes have it.
Vote 1132, State Department for, vote 1123, State Department for Broadcasting and Telecommunications.
All members, I propose a question that a sum not exceeding Kenya shillings 6,553,207,061 be issued from the consolidated fund to complete the sum necessary to meet the expenditure, both recurring and development during the year ending 30 June 2026, in respect of vote 1123, the State Department for Broadcasting and Telecommunications.
Programs under vote 1123, 1, General Administration, Planning and Support Services, 2, Information and Communication Services, and 3, Mass Media Skills Development.
Members, I propose the question that the programs under vote 1123 as read out and sums allocated in the schedule will be approved. I now put the question that the programs under vote 1123 as read out and sums allocated in the schedule will be approved. As many of the opinions say aye, as many of the opinions say nay, the ayes have it. I now put the question that a sum not exceeding Kenya shillings 6,553,207,061 be issued from the consolidated fund to complete the sum necessary to meet the expenditure of the recurring and development during the year ending 30 June 2026 in respect of vote 1123, the State Department for Broadcasting and Telecommunications. Will as many of the opinions say aye, or as many of the opinions say nay? The ayes have it.
Vote 1132, State Department for Sports.
Members, I propose the question that a sum not exceeding Kenya shillings 17,461,760,837 be issued from the consolidated fund to complete the sum necessary to meet the expenditure, both the recurring and development during the year ending 30 June 2026 in respect of vote 1132, the State Department for Sports.
Programs under vote, program under vote 1095, under vote 1132, Sports.
Honorable members, I propose a question that the program under vote 1132 as read out and sums allocated in the schedule will be approved. I now put the question that the program under vote 1132 as read out and the sums allocated in the schedule will be approved. As many of the opinions say aye, as many of the opinions say nay, the ayes have it. I now put the question that the sum not exceeding Kenya shillings 17,461,760,837 760,837 be issued from the consolidated fund to complete the sum necessary to meet the expenditure for the Canadian development during the year ending 30 June 2026 in respect of vote 1132, the State Department for Sports. Will as many of the opinion say aye? Will as many of the opinion say nay? Ayes have it.
Vote 1134, State Department for Culture and Heritage.
All members, I propose the question: the Kenya shillings not exceeding 4,084,732,136 be issued from the consolidated fund to complete the sum necessary to meet the expenditure for the Canadian development during the year ending 30 June 2026 in respect of vote 1134 for State Department for Culture and Heritage.
Programs under vote 1134: 1, Culture / Heritage; 2, the Arts; 3, Library Services; 4, General Administration, Planning and Support Services; and 4, Public Records Management.
All members, I propose the question that the programs under vote 1134 as read out and sums allocated in the schedule will be approved. I now put the question that the programs under vote 1134 as read out and sums allocated in the schedule will be approved. As many of the opinion say aye, as many of the opinion say nay, ayes have it. I now put the question that a sum not exceeding Kenya shillings 4,084,732,136 be issued from the consolidated fund to complete the sum necessary to meet the expenditure for the Canadian development during the year ending 30 June 2026 in respect of vote 1134, the State Department for Culture and Heritage. Will as many of the opinion say aye? Will as many of the opinion say nay? Ayes have it.
Vote 1135, State Department for Youth Affairs and Creative Economy.
All members, I propose the question that a sum not exceeding Kenya shillings 4,625,744,453 be issued from consolidated fund to complete the sum necessary to meet the current and development expenditure during the year ending 30 June 2026 in respect of vote 1135, the State Department for Youth Affairs and Creative Economy.
Programs under vote 1135. Number 1, Film Development Services; 2, Youth Empowerment Services; 3, Youth Development Services; and 4, General Administration, Planning and Support Services.
I propose the question, members, that the programs under vote 1135 as read out and sums allocated in the schedule be approved. I now put the question that the programs under vote 1135 as read out and sums allocated in the schedule be approved. As many of the opinion say aye, as many of the opinion say nay, the ayes have it. I now put the question that sum not exceeding Kenya shillings 4,625,744,453 be issued from the consolidated fund to complete the sum necessary to meet the expenditure, both the development and recurrent, during the year ending 30 June 2026 in respect of vote 1135, the State Department for Youth Affairs and Creative Economy. Will as many of the opinion say aye? Will as many as opinion say nay? Ayes have it.
Vote 1152, State Department for Energy.
All members, I propose the question that a sum not exceeding Kenya shillings 63,473,797,172 be issued from the consolidated fund to complete the sum necessary to meet the expenditure, both the Canadian development during the year ending 30 June 2026 in respect of vote 1152, the State Department for Energy.
Programs under vote 1152. 1, General Administration, Planning and Support Services; 2, Power Generation; 3, Power Transmission and Distribution; and 4, Alternative and Energy Technologies.
Honorable members, I propose a question that the programs under vote 1152 as read out and sums allocated in the schedule will be approved. Yes, Honorable Massey.
Chair, could the Chair Energy and the Budget Chair explain why there is a reduction of 520 million from 1152-109-701 for rural electrification schemes, when we know very well there is need for more rural electrification because so many people are still in darkness and the demand is very high? Can we understand why you're reducing 520 million for rural electrification?
Thank you, Honorable Watch.
Chair, even as we pass this particular vote, I think it is important for us to remember that last mile connection is not only just about the constituencies in the rural areas. There are constituencies in urban areas which are informal, those informal settlements, including my own constituency, others in Mukuru and other places that have not been under electricity for nearly 7 years. I can tell you one particular ward called Hospital Ward in my constituency. So I should hope that the affirmative action that has been put in place in this specific vote to ensure connectivity to my people and other informal settlements will be completed at the supplementary budget when we will ask that they put additional monies so that we have last mile in informal settlements. Thank you.
Thank you. Chair Energy, Chair Budget.
Over there. Can I ask one more?
Chair Budget, there's a question on...
Chair, the question by Honorable Mary Mase, 530 million was removed. That money was meant for paying a pending bill. And we realized that the committee justified that the money was not sufficient, and therefore the money was transferred to cater for electricity to public institutions.
Honorable Mase, you heard what he said? This money was supposed to be meant for paying pending bills, but they moved it from that vote so that it comes to where you said it should go, yes, that it goes to public institutions. You got the mic.
Honorable Chair, I think it would be important if you can submit the list we see which public institutions, because we have stalled last mile programs where the posts have been delivered. Nothing is ongoing because the contractor has withdrawn from the site. If you come to Teso South, I have a number of programs that where posts have been supplied, the holes have been dug, no installation.
Thank you.
The contractor has withdrawn. So if you do not pay pending bills, and we are the same house that's advocating for payment of pending bills, so what are we saying? Are we not contradicting ourselves, Honorable Speaker?
Chair, the problem Mary is raising is everywhere.
Is Honorable Mary. The
Honorable Mary is raising is everywhere. Sorry, Chair. And for my case, I know that there are some of the cases are in court. There are so many court cases in REREC that is stalling the development of those programs. I want to assure you, Mary, that the funds that we took to public institutions are not specific to projects. We decided that we will not, as budget committee, specify, new projects for the money that we have allocated to institutions. So the money is in REREC as bulk. So REREC now will be able to look at those programs that need to be funded, and they fund directly, as opposed to members of parliament putting new projects in the list at budget level.
I think you are well advised, Honorable Mary Mase. This should be sufficient for you. I now put the question, Honorable members, that the programs under vote 1152, as read out and some in the state, will be approved. As many other opinions say aye. As many other opinions say nay. Ayes have it. I now put the question that the sum not exceeding Kenya shillings 63 billion 473 million 797,172 be issued from the consolidated fund to complete the sum necessary to meet the expenditure both recurrent and development during the year ending 30th June 2026 in respect of vote 1152, the State Department for Energy. As many other opinions say aye. As many other opinions say nay. The ayes have it.
Vote 1162, State Department for Livestock Development.
Oh, members, I propose the question that a sum of Kenya shillings 10 billion 534 million 076,805 be issued from consolidated fund to complete the sum necessary to meet the expenditure. Order. Oh, members, I propose the question that a sum of Kenya shillings 10 billion 534 million 76,805 be issued from consolidated fund to complete the sum necessary to meet the expenditure both recurrent and development during the year ending 30th June 2026 in respect of vote 1162, the State Department for Livestock Development.
Program under vote 1162, Livestock Resource Management and Development.
I propose the question, members, that the programs under vote 1162, as read out and sums located in the schedule, be approved. Yes, Honorable Bashir. Go ahead.
Thank you, Chair. Honorable, when I look at this vote, there is a new board by the name National Livestock Development and Promotion Service Board that has just been allocated a paltry 50 million. Honorable Chair, this is a new board that was inaugurated just some 4 months ago, and it needs to take off. Remember, livestock contributes 12% to our GDP. Unfortunately, there's no seriousness in ensuring that this board takes off. So what is the plan through the chair they have for this board? There's no point of having a whole board that has been inaugurated and just sitting in the offices and they can't do any programs. Remember, all of us have meat, even our lunch. We can't have lunch without meat, and it's from livestock. We have Coffee Board of Kenya with billions, Tea Board of Kenya with billions. Why is the livestock sector not given the seriousness that it deserves? 50 million is just nothing. This board needs to take off so that it can operationalize. So I just want to hear from the chair, what plans does he have in the subsequent budgeting process so that this board takes off completely to ensure that the livestock sector is well taken care of?
Chair Agriculture. Because this is a policy issue. I don't think it's for the chair of budget. Where's the chair of agriculture? No, but order, just sit down. The honorable member, you cannot do this to the chairman budget, yet you know that this budget comes from the committees. I think decorum is very important here. Yeah, let's have the chair budget saying something on it.
Comment?
Yes.
Chair, thank you very much for that protection. Indeed, this is a policy issue. But let me say that it is sad that this board has not been inaugurated to function through proper funding. They had asked us for about 500 million, but Honorable Chair, we were able to give them 50 million shillings to begin their activities. I am sure that in the successive budgets that will come, we will be able to see what we can be able to add. But I want to confirm to the House that the board has 50 million shillings in this budget, and we believe that that is enough for them to begin operations.
Chairman.
Thank you.
The Honorable, 1 minute each, please.
Thank you, Chairman. Chairman, this is a very important issue.
But give it 1 minute. Don't go beyond 1 minute.
Allow me this, Chairman.
I won't allow you more than 1 minute.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me know the... Yeah. Chairman, this is a very important issue, and I want to confirm to the House and the pastoralist community of the Republic of Kenya that this morning we have had a serious discussion with the CS Treasury on the same. Chairman, you are aware the bill was passed in 2013, but the board was operationalized 4 months ago. You can just understand why it took over 10 years to operationalize. Secondly, Chairman, I know where you also come from. There's this sessional paper called Sessional Paper number 10 of 1965, which is in operation somewhere in the Ministry of Finance. So I want to assure that we are not going to let this go. This board must be funded. We'll do whatever it takes to make sure this board takes off. And I'm glad to report to the pastoralist community that we have had a serious undertaking from the CS Treasury, the Honorable Mbadi, this morning, and we'll still meet him again next week on Wednesday to deliberate on the so. This board must be funded.
Correct.
That is the long and short of it.
Correct. I think that is the long and short of it. When they do that, they also fund fisheries board. The Honorable Karoli.
Honorable Chair, on the vote for Ministry of Livestock.
No, okay.
Yes, I note with very serious concern that there's a reduction, though it is from what was presented last week, but it is being called an increment. Here it says increase of 50 million for sustainable sesefly and trypanosomiasis-free areas. Yeah. Yet last week we had 100 million allocated to combat sesefly, especially in the Lambwe Valley, where this problem is very acute. I would like to get some clarity as to what is going on here.
Chair Agriculture?
Yeah.
Or do you want to answer that, Honorable Wanyonyi?
Yes. I think this has come before us, and what we are discussing, Chair, is that we should actually improve on the livestock policy to the extent that we have some programs to export live animals, particularly the Far East and the Middle East. So this, again, I think we are discussing it at the departmental point, and I think we'll be able to do that because it's important for the exportation of live animals, particularly the Middle East and the Far East.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, members, I put the question, therefore.
My question was...
The Honorable Wanyonyi.
Yes, last week...
I thought...
Last week...
1 minute.
Yes,
Honorable Wanyonyi, I thought you answered the question by the Honorable Karoli on the chaser fly reduction. He's not aware. So the Honorable Chair of BAC, do you have any response to this? The Honorable Chair of Budget, this issue of chaser fly in the Lambwe Valley.
Chair, again, let me say this is, again, policy, and the Chairman of Agriculture would have been best placed to respond to that issue. Chair, I hope I've satisfied the members.
Thank you. Members, I put the question that the programs under vote 1162. What is out of order?
You see, I think the chair of budget is evading the question, because the question seems to be there is contradiction. There is 50 million here, then there's 100 million. That is not policy. That is budgeting. So is there internal contradiction that the chair should be able to let us know? Mr. Chair, in Lambwe Valley, my home, my traditional home is in Lambwe Valley. Those sasafly are resting on my trees every morning. I don't want to be beaten by those things so that I would sleep in this honorable house. Please, can we have that reconciliation properly?
The Honorable Chair, BAC.
Chair, the total amount allocated is 100 million. One is for sesafly, and one is for trypanosomiasis.
Okay.
Yes.
Honorable Karoli, you need to check that as I put the question. The programs under vote 1162, as read out and some in the schedule, will be approved. As many other opinions say aye, as many other opinions say nay. Ayes have it. I now put the question that a sum not exceeding Kenya shillings 10 billion 534 million 76,805 be issued from the consolidated fund to complete the sum necessary to meet the expenditure the current development during the year ending 30 June 2026 in respect of vote 1162, the State Department for Livestock and Livestock Development. Will as many of the opinion say aye? Will as many of the opinion say nay? Ayes have it.
Vote 1166, State Department for the Blue Economy and Fisheries.
All members, I propose a question. There are some exceeding Kenya shillings 8 billion 229 million 908,389 be issued from the consolidated fund to complete the sum necessary to meet the expenditure, recurrent development during the year ending 30th June 2026 in respect of what 1166 with the State Department for Blue Economy and Fisheries.
Programs under vote 1166, 1, Fisheries Development and Management, 2, General Administration Planning and Support Services, and 3, Development and Coordination of the Blue Economy.
Members, I propose the question that the programs under vote 1166 as read out and some located in the schedule be approved. I put the question that the programs under vote 1166 as read out and some allocated in the schedule be approved. As many of the opinions say aye, as many of the opinions say nay, ayes have it. I now put the question that the sum of the Kenya shillings 8 billion 229 million 928,389 be issued from the consolidated fund to complete the sum necessary to meet the expenditure both the current and development during the year ending 30 June 2026 in respect of vote 1166, the State Department for Blue Economy and Fisheries. Will as many of the opinions say aye? Will as many of the opinions say nay? The ayes have it.
Vote 1169.
Members, I propose the question that sum not exceeding Kenya shillings 49 billion 794 million 523,900 be issued from the consolidated fund to complete the sum necessary to meet the expenditure, both the current and development during the year ending 30 June 2026 in respect of vote 1169, the State Department for Agriculture.
Programs under vote 1169, 1, General Administration Planning and Support Services, 2, Crop Development and Management, 3, Agribusiness and Information Management, 4, agricultural research and development.
All members, it's an amendment to the program, crop development management by the chairman of BSC. Your amendment to the agriculture budget?
Yes. Thank you, Chair. I would like to move that the first schedule be amended in vote 1169, State Department for Agriculture, under the vote 0108000, crop development and management, by deleting the expression Kenya shillings 20,166,811,411, appearing in column 7, gross capital estimates, and substituting therefore the expression Kenya shillings 20,316,811,411. Honorable Chair, this is an addition of 150 million to help in purchasing dryers for coffee farmers. Thank you.
So members, I propose, after I propose, then we'll do the order. I propose the question that the program as read out by the chair under vote 1169 be amended as proposed. Yes, Honorable Muchomba.
Mr. Speaker, I just wanted to point out that the Honorable Atandi is out of order because in his amendment, he's read out the first figure in billions. But the second figure he has read, he has not told us whether it is billions or millions. And you need to be categorical because I'm a coffee farmer and I'm very interested in this. Thank you.
Okay, the Honorable Makali.
Thank you, Chair. This House approved the sugar reforms and approved the listing of public sugar mills. Honorable Chair, the public sugar mills are around 5.6 billion shillings. Honorable Chair, in this particular proposal, we're seeing a reduction of 530 million shillings from the sugar reforms. Can the Chair assure us that this is not going to affect the sugar reforms because the farmers are owed 5.6 billion shillings? The investors have taken over and the government had committed itself to paying all these sums of money to the sugar farmers and the employees and the retirees. Can the Chair assure us that these farmers are going to be paid and the employees?
Chair, this department oversees most of the value chain under the so-called beta, whatever that means. Honorable Chair, and I hope they have included sufficient funds for the textile value chain in terms of funds for cotton, seed for cotton, plus the granaries and the entire value chain, so that we realize that dream does not just become a rhetoric in public.
Thank you, honorable members. I propose, the Honorable Muchomba, we've just spoken on this already. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Mr. Speaker, I've just had a chat with the Honorable Chair for BSC, and he's explained to us why he's changing the figures, but please allow him to submit the actual figures on Speaker so that we record properly. Because last financial year, Mr. Speaker, the same was done. Some money was allocated, but it was never implemented. And therefore, I think this is a house of record, and records are very critical. Thank you.
The figures that I read, the figures I'm going to read are the figures of the House. So I want you to listen to the figure I'm going to read next. The addition on this is just 20 million, and therefore, members, I propose the question that the program crop development and management under vote 11. Go ahead.
I think this is a house that we should be allowed to express ourselves.
You have, and I'm responding to you just
and
now.
it is only right for us to be listened to, not to be dismissed. I am saying the figure that the chair of budget has read on the first submission is not the same figure he has repeated in his second submission.
Because
so what figure are we entrenching?
That's what I'm explaining to you, because he is amending. So he read, the first figure he read is a figure in the order paper. The second figure he read is the amended figure.
Tell us whether it is billions or millions or shillings. That's what we want him to say, so that we can keep track. Our work is oversight, Mr. Speaker.
No, he said so, but he can repeat, because I had him read what you are saying he should read. Don't remember, be on record again.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. I move that vote 1169, State Department for Agriculture, under 0108000, Crop Development and Management, be amended by deleting the expression 20,166,811,411 appearing in column 7, gross capital estimates, and substituting, therefore, the expression Kenya shillings 20,316,811,411. And I explained that this is an addition of 150 million shillings meant for buying coffee dryers. Thank you.
All members, I therefore put the question that the program, Crop Development and Management, under vote 1169, be amended as proposed. Will ask one of the opinion say aye. Will ask one of the opinion say nay. The ayes have it. I now put the question, the program Crop Development and Management, under vote 1169 as amended, and sums allocated to be approved. As many of the opinions say aye. As many of the opinions say nay. All members, I now propose the question that the programs under vote 1169 as read out and sums allocated in the schedule be approved. As many of the opinions say aye. As many of the opinions say nay. The ayes have it. Before I put the final question on this, the Honorable Member, Chair of Budget, there's a question that I think we passed. It doesn't affect the numbers, but you need to respond to it. The question by the Honorable Makali. That's what I'm dealing with now. His question was, where did you take the 530 million for sugar reforms?
Honorable Chair, that money was reallocated by the Committee on Agriculture. And I think they directed it to coffee sector. Isn't it? Coffee. They took it. Chair, that was a reallocation by the committee. I think Honorable the MP for
what is the chair of
Kwanza
today?
Is a member of that committee, and that was what the report that came from them. Yes. What they Chair, let me add that the money was taken for coffee sector, for crop diversification in the coffee sector. Honorable Chair, people in Western Kenya also want to grow coffee. So the committee felt that they need to take that money so that the citizens of Western Kenya can diversify from sugarcane to coffee.
Honorable Makali, I think this is not...
And that was
thank you, honorable members. I now put the question. That a sum of in Kenya shillings, 49,944,523,900, be issued from consolidated fund to complete the sum necessary to meet the expenditures recurring on development during the year ending 30 June 2026 in respect of vote 1169, the State Department for Agriculture. Will ask many of that opinion say aye. Will ask many of the court of opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Honorable Karoli, which report is this?
Honorable Chair, you gave us time to consult with the Chair for Water and the Chair Budget. And the question had asked about Muozi Dam, yes, the reduction of 10 million shillings. We have made a finding, together with the supporting staff, the clerk, that there is no concomitant increment. So we have agreed that it should go on record that there'll be a rectification in the appropriations. I think it is important that it is captured in the Hansard, and both chairs are here, they can confirm what I'm saying.
It's so recorded.
It is so recorded.
It's so recorded.
It
Member
so
of the chairperson, Water, chairperson
rectified.
BSc.
Thank you.
It's so recorded. Next.
Vote 1173, State Department for Cooperatives.
All members have proposed the question. There are some not exceeding Kenya shillings 7,348,989,807 be issued from the consolidated fund to complete the sum necessary to meet the expenditure of recovery and development during the year ending 30 June 2026 in respect of vote 1173 for the State Department for Cooperatives.
Program under vote 1163, program under vote 1173, Cooperative Development and Management.
All members, I propose the question that the program under vote 1173 as read out and sums allocated in the schedule be approved. I put the question that the program under vote 1173 as read out and sums allocated in the schedule be approved. As many of the opinions say aye, as many of the opinions say nay, the ayes have it. I now put the question that the sum not exceeding Kenya shillings 7,348,989,807 be issued from the consolidated fund to complete the sum necessary to meet the expenditure, both recovery and development during the year ending 30 June 2026 in respect of vote 1173 with the State Department for Cooperatives. Will as many of the opinions say aye? Will as many of the opinions say nay? Ayes have it.
Vote 1174, State Department for Trade.
All members, I propose a question. There are some not exceeding Kenya shillings 4,153,904,252 be issued from the consolidated fund to complete the sum necessary to meet the expenditure, both recovery and development, during the year ending 30 June 2026 in respect of vote 1174 with the State Department for Trade.
Programs under vote 1174, 1, fair trade practices and compliance of standards, 2, international trade development and promotion, 3, general administration, planning and support services, and 4, domestic trade and regulation.
All members, I propose the question. The programs right under vote 1174 as read out and sums allocated in the sum be approved. I put the question. The programs read under vote 1174 as read out and sums allocated in the schedule be approved. As many of the opinions say aye, as many of the opinions say nay, the ayes have it. I now put the question. There are some of the exceeding Kenya shillings 4,153,904,252 be issued from the consolidated fund to complete the sum necessary to meet the expenditure, recurrent and development during the year ending 30 June 2026 in respect of vote 1174, State Department for Trade. As many of that opinion say aye, as many of that opinion say nay, ayes have it.
Vote 1175, State Department for Industry.
Honorable members, I propose a question. There are some of the exceeding Kenya shillings 9,179,416,751 be issued from a consolidated fund to complete the sum necessary to meet the expenditure, both recovery and development during the year ending 30 June 2026 in respect of vote 1175, State Department for Industry.
Programs under vote 1175, 1, general administration, planning and support services, 2, industrial promotion and development, and 3, standards and quality infrastructure and research.
Members, I propose the question. The programs under vote 1175 as read out and sums allocated in the schedule will be approved. I put the question. The programs under vote 1175 as read out and sums allocated in the schedule will be approved. As many of the opinions say aye, as many of the opinions say nay, the ayes have it. I now put the question that the sum of the Kenya shillings 9,175,416,751 be issued from the consolidated fund to complete the sum necessary to meet the expenditure, both recurrent and development during the year ending 30 June 2026 in respect of vote 1175, State Department for Industry. Will as many of the opinions say aye? Will as many of the opinions say nay? Ayes have it.
Vote 1176, State Department for Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises Development.
Honorable members, I propose the question that a sum not exceeding Kenya shillings 5,093,490,075 be issued from the consolidated fund to complete the sum necessary to meet the expenditure, both recovery and development, during the year ending 30 June 2026 in respect of vote 1176, State Department for Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises Development.
Programs under vote 1176, 1, promotion and development of MSMEs, 2, product and market development for MSMEs, 3, digitization and financial inclusion for MSMEs, and 4, general administration, planning and support services.
All members, I propose a question that the programs under vote 1176 as read out and sums allocated in the schedule will be approved. I put the question that the programs under vote 1176 as read out and sums allocated in the schedule will be approved. As many of the opinions say aye, as many of the opinions say nay, Ayes have it. I now put the question, therefore, that a sum not exceeding Kenya shillings 5,093,490,075 be issued from the consolidated fund to complete the sum necessary to meet the expenditure, both regarding and development, during the year ending 30 June 2026, in respect of Vote 1176, with the State Department for Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises Development. Will, as many other opinion, say aye? Will, as many other opinion, say nay? The ayes have it.
Vote 1177, State Department for Investment Promotion.
All members, I propose a question. There are some not exceeding Kenya shilling 3,512,463,200 be issued from the consolidated fund to complete the sum necessary to meet the expenditure, both recurrent and development, during the year ending 30 June 2026, in respect of Vote 1177, State Department for Investment Promotion.
Program under Vote 1177, Investment Development and Promotion.
All members, I propose a question that the program under Vote 1177, as read out and sums allocated in the sum, be approved. I put the question that the program read under Vote 1177, as read out and sums allocated in the schedule, be approved. As many of the opinions say aye, as many of the opinions say nay, ayes have it. I now put the question that the sum not exceeding Kenya shillings 3,512,463,200 be issued from consolidated fund to complete the sum necessary to meet the expenditure, both recurrent and development, during the year ending 30 June 2026, in respect of Vote 1177 for the State Department for Investment Promotion. As many of the opinions say aye, as many of the opinions say nay, ayes have it.
Vote 1184, State Department for Labor and Skills Development.
All members, I propose the question that a sum not exceeding Kenya shillings 5,063,807,569 be issued from the consolidated fund to complete the sum necessary to meet the expenditure, both recurrent and development, during the year ending 30 June 2026, in respect of Vote 1184 with the State Department for Labor and Skills Development.
Programs under Vote 1184, 1, General Administration Planning and Support Services, 2, Labor, Employment and Safety Services, and 3, Manpower Development, Industrial Skills and Productivity Management.
All members, I propose a question that the programs under Vote 1184, as read out under sums allocated in the schedule, be approved. I put the question that the programs under Vote 1184, as read out and sums allocated in the schedule, be approved. As many of the opinions say aye, as many of the opinions say nay, the ayes have it. I now put the question, because we've passed the debate stage, Honorable Muchomba. I now put the question that a sum not exceeding Kenya shillings 5,063,807,569 be issued from the consolidated fund to complete the sum necessary to meet the expenditure, recurrent development, during the year ending 30 June 2026, in respect of Vote 1184, State Department for Labor and Skill Development. As many of the opinions say aye, as many of the opinions say nay, the ayes have it.
Vote 1185, State Department.
The honorable members, I propose the question that the sum.
Vote 1185, State Department for Social Protection and Senior Citizens Affairs.
Members, I propose the question that a sum not exceeding Kenya shillings 29,320,019,578 be issued from the consolidated fund to complete the sum necessary to meet the expenditure, recurrent and development, during the year ending 30 June 2026, in respect of Vote 1185, State Department for Social Protection and Senior Citizen Affairs.
Programs under Vote 1185, 1, Social Development and Children's Services, 2, National Social Safety Net, and 3, General Administration Planning and Support Services.
Members, I propose a question. The programs under Vote 1185, as read out and sums allocated in the schedule, be approved. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Honorable Speaker, Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair, we appreciate this allocation for the elderly. And the only thing I would wish is that we improve on the release. There are lots of delays in releasing this money. And our senior citizens are actually suffering. So if you can improve on the release, that would be excellent.
Correct. Honorable Massey.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I see a reduction of 600 million from National Social Safety Net. And I'm wondering if we can get a clarification, the reasons why. When we know that for a number of years, I think more than 3 years, the elderly have not been registered. We have a good number who have achieved the age to benefit from this social fund, yet they have not yet been onboarded. Yet I'm seeing a reduction of 600 million from this allocation. Could we be explained as to why?
Honorable Sandy.
Indeed, Honorable Mary is right that the numbers, that so many of the elderly have not been onboarded. Also, so many of the elderly have also died, and the numbers have actually decreased. So I think what we can assure is that as the process of onboarding takes off, then the budget will be reinstated.
Okay. Well, members, I put the question. The programs under vote 1185 as read out and some allocated in the schedule be approved. As many of the opinions say aye. As many of the opinions say nay. The ayes have it. And I'll put the question. There are some in Kenya shillings, 29 billion, 320 million, 19,578 be issued from the consolidated fund to complete the sum necessary to meet the expenditure, both the country and development, during the year ending 30th June 2026, in respect of vote 1185, State Department for Social Protection and Senior Citizen Affairs. Will as many other opinions say aye? Will as many other opinions say nay? The ayes have it.
Vote 1186, State Department for Children Welfare Services.
All members have proposed a question. There are some not in Kenya shillings, 12 billion, 362 million, 972,557 be issued from the consolidated fund to complete the sum necessary to meet the expenditure, both the country and development, during the year ending 30th June 2026, in respect of vote 1186, State Department for Children Welfare Services.
Programs under vote 1186, 1, Social Development and Children Services, 2, National Social Safety Net, and 3, General Administration, Planning and Support Services.
All members have proposed a question. The programs under vote 1186, as read out and sums allocated in the schedule, will be approved. I put the question that the programs under vote 1186, as read out and sums allocated in the schedule, will be approved. As many of the opinions say aye, as many of the opinions say nay. The ayes have it. Members, I now put the question. There are some not in Kenya shillings, 12 billion, 362 million, 972,557 be issued from the consolidated fund to complete the sum necessary to meet the expenditure, both the and development, during the year ending 30th June 2026, in respect of vote 1186 with the State Department for Children and Welfare Services. As many of the opinions say aye, as many of the opinions say nay. The ayes have it.
Vote 1192, State Department for Mining.
All members, I propose a question. There are some not exceeding Kenya shillings, 1 billion, 630 million, 586,444 be issued from the consolidated fund to complete the sum necessary to meet the expenditure, both recovery and development, during the year ending 30th June 2026, in respect of vote 1192, State Department for Mining.
Programs under vote 1192, 1, General Administration, Planning and Support Services, 2, Mineral Resources Management, and 3, Geological Survey and Geoinformation Management.
Honorable members, I propose a question that the programs under vote 1192, as read out and sums allocated in the schedule, will be approved. I put the question. The programs under vote 1192, as read out and sums allocated in the schedule, will be approved. As many of the opinions say aye, as many of the contrary opinions say nay. The ayes have it. I now put the question, members. There are some not in Kenya shillings, 1 billion, 630 million, 585,444 be issued from the consolidated fund to complete the sum necessary to meet the expenditure, both the country and development, during the year ending 30th June 2026, in respect of vote 1192, State Department for Mining. Will as many of the opinions say aye? Will as many of the opinions say nay? Ayes have it.
Vote 1193, State Department for Petroleum.
Honorable members, I propose a question that a sum not exceeding Kenya shillings 30 billion, 689 million, 400,000 be issued from the consolidated fund to complete the sum necessary to meet the expenditure, both the country and development, during the year ending 30 June 2026, in respect of vote 1193, State Department for Petroleum.
Program under vote 1193, Exploration and Distribution of Oil and Gas.
Members, I propose the question that the program under vote 1193 as read out and sums allocated be approved, in the schedule be approved. Yes, Honorable Wundo.
I'm not so sure if the chair of a budget appropriation committee will shed light or apprise the country on the stage or the extent of exploration, remembering, and I hope the majority whip is not leaving, could as well answer the question. We have had reports in the past of oil exploration in Turkana and gas exploration in the coast region, and I can see there's a whooping 25B of but the current, but whooping 5 billion for the same. I presume that's for exploration. Can we be given the status report just to know that there's value for money? Thank you, Chair.
Honorable Chair, budget.
Honorable Chair, I plead that you save me from that question, that policy question, because clearly it is not within the scope of budget.
Because I know the Honorable Wundo will come to the floor with a proper question to the relevant committee, because the status of exploration in a budget committee.
Ultimately, the final word lies with the Chief Budget Appropriation Committee. He must have been briefed, and being a diligent young man from
the Honorable, last time I heard you were sitting in the Committee on Lands.
No, I have never sat in the Committee of Lands.
Which committee were you sitting in?
I sit in Trade, Industry and Cooperatives and Public Accounts Committee.
And your committee brought a report before the Budget Committee?
Yes, but it has nothing to do with exploration.
No, the point is that when you sat as the Trade Committee, you looked at all the things under the Trade Committee and took them before the BAC. Not so?
Yes, and when the chair went to the BAC, he was requested to defend every single line of entry. So I'm sure by this time, the young man has got a lot of information, which he can literally take us through.
I want to beseech you members. There's nothing untoward on this matter. Just because we have a break doesn't mean we should. No, I want to proceed on this matter. The Honorable Adan, speak on the next. Okay, 1 minute.
Committee.
1 minute, please.
And I really respect the Honorable Wundo because he understands. You know, when he was raising that issue, I'm sure he also knows the answer. The budget making process is stratified in such a way that there's the budget policy statements, which is a wish list that encompasses every policy objective of the executive. Then it comes to Parliament.
Thank you.
That statement is what leads to the stratification, putting it in figures. And that's what ends up actually before.
Of course, that's what the Honorable Wundo teaches at the university. He knows this.
So please, I know you are somebody well-informed, well-reasoned, well-articulated. Bring it as a question, and I'm sure the chair of the relevant committee will be in a position to answer.
I put the question, members, that the programs under vote 1193, as read out and sums allocated in the schedule, be approved. As many of the opinion say aye, as many of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. I now put the question. There are some notices in Kenya shillings, 30,689,400,000 be issued from the consolidated fund to complete the sum necessary to commit the expenditure, both the and development, during the year ending 30 June 2026, in respect of vote 1193, the State Department for Petroleum. Will as many of the opinion say aye? Will as many of the opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Vote 1202, State Department for Tourism.
All members, I propose the question. There are some notices in Kenya shillings, 16,163,579,810 be issued from the consolidated fund to complete the sum necessary to meet the expenditure, both the and development, during the year ending 30 June 2026, in respect of vote 1202, the State Department for Tourism.
Programs under vote 1202. 1, tourism promotion and marketing. 2, tourism product development and diversification. And 3, general administration, planning and support services.
All members, I propose the question that the programs under vote 1202, as read out and sums allocated in the schedule, be approved. The Honorable Makali.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I think it's worth going on record on this matter, Mr. Chairman. The program on tourism product development and diversification. Mr. Chairman, I think we are already performing very poorly in this area in terms of tourism. This country has a huge potential. And really want to urge this department to use that money effectively so that we boost our numbers. We also boost our revenue. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Kagogo.